Tamron Hall. I think she's beautiful. I think she is smart. I like the fact that she's a journalist. And I like her because she was with the company for decades, literally decades, with Al Roker. And the way they did her was really horrible. The way they did Al Roker, despite Al Roker still being at NBC, was really horrible. But part of me kind of just feel like I'm hoping these stories aren't true, because y'all understand with these damn talk shows, it's like people put on this facade on camera. We've seen it with many hosts, but really behind the scenes, they are different. And I'm just hoping that my feeling towards this show, towards Tamron Hall show, is not true. I mean, I've even had bloggers who are African American are like, they kind of side eye her with how she, did Tamar Braxton, or how she do certain guesting. There's one other guy that came out and talked about it. So like, I really do want her to win, and I think she's going to win when it comes at the end of the day, because she's with the OWN network. She's with Oprah Winfrey. And so, any show with Oprah does not go down, right? Because Oprah is a legend in this business. All right. So let's talk about it real quick. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe and click the bell button so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I'd really appreciate if you do subscribe and you do click a bell. So I really don't want to make this video of me bashing Tamron Hall, because there's nothing like that. This business is hard enough. It's hard enough to get into. There's people that send you promises, that send you emails and promises and tell you you're going to have your own show, or they're interested in you. They're a producer, X, Y, and Z, and you may or may not land a show. You may land, a big production deal at the end of the day, like Tamron Hall did after 20 years. And that show may be given to someone else, like it did to Megyn Kelly, who ended up having like a 69 3-year $1 million contract with NBC. Her ROI did not match up. Her return on investment, meaning, did not match up with the show. And then she made that blackface comment. And in my opinion, this is my opinion, NBC used that blackface comment to justify her firing, when we all know, at least that I know from being and watching and researching, is that, NBC is known for their racial disparities with Nick Cannon, with Gabrielle Union, alleged. But I mean, for them to use the blackface comment, to me, was just a justification to get rid of Megyn Kelly. She just didn't meet her $69 million return on investment. And so I feel for Tamron Hall, because she got done bad by that network, okay? Like, they fired her, okay? And not only they fired her, God got on their ass, because Tamron Hall's and Our Workers show on that network that was replaced by Megyn Kelly actually did really well in ratings, okay? And they were not even given those kind of contracts that Megyn Kelly would, as a solo host, has gotten. So with that being said, this business is brutal. This business is hard. It's coming from my own experience of several years trying to get my foot in the door, several years of people giving me promises, telling me they're a producer, telling me they're this or that. You give me your email, your resume, to tell you X, Y, and Z. They're going to hit you up. You follow up. They don't hit you back. So, over the years of working menial jobs, I just decided, I'm going to do this YouTube thing. I'm going to try it out. And, I've gotten success. And I'm grateful for the people that watch me. And I'm grateful for the platform that I have. And so one thing I like about Tamron Hall is that she said she wants to be a journalist. She did not want this show, her new show, the Tamron Hall Show, to be some type of gossip program. And I respect that. However, there's been lots of rumors from people, lots of rumors from her staff, from production, specifically during COVID, about them not being paid. And Tamron Hall has addressed this notion. So I want to play this clip, and I'm going to come back with the rest of my thoughts.
Hey everybody, it's a Tam Campbell. I know there's so much going on right now, big things and important things on all of our hearts, but I have to get this off my chest. That story that I did not pay 20 people and fired them and left them hanging is a lie. And I'm only saying this because I keep thinking about that no weapon formed against me, and this weapon has been put into the hands of people, but I'm going to take it and let you know the facts. We didn't fire 20 people. In fact, our season was supposed to wrap June 5th. I fought to have the extension of the season to June 25th. My creative team was paid through the pandemic and through that extension because I wanted to keep pushing and keep putting on stories that matter to you to cry together, to laugh together, laugh together, to talk, all of those things. That's what I wanted to do. And my new executive producer, Candie Carter, fought to help me get there. And like any other show, like any other product, people make changes. And we did after the season had wrapped, not during, not while. So this notion that I ran off securing bags, it is not true. It is absolutely not. And the notion that I've abandoned people, it's not. But I have a right. And every person who runs a company, owns a company, has anything that is yours, you have a right to make it better. And I'm going to leave it at that. But I will share with you a response that I wrote to my team in April when an anonymous employee tried to mutiny, just wanted everybody not to come to work. And I will share with you an intimate part of what I said in response to that. So you'll see it. But the bottom line is, I know no weapon formed. I know that. But I just had to get off my chest.
So she did address that. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not there. I don't work there. But then, there's producers like a huge producer, Bill Geddie, who created The View, left the show. And producers, big producers, executive producers work with this talent, work with Tamron. Big producers like a Suzanne Bass work with a Wendy Williams or a Martha Stewart. So, I mean, there has to be some sort of exchange. And usually there has to be a reasoning. A huge reasoning if they're deciding to leave the show. I mean, in my opinion, I think it's probably because of the host. There's this huge Oprah producer that was promoted that's going to be going to Tamron Hall show. Now, this woman actually took a break from the industry. Right when Oprah Winfrey finished her show, Miss Candie Carter actually took a break. And when Tamron Hall came about with her talk show after taking years of a hiatus after NBC did her wrong, Candie Carter decided to do the Tamron Hall show because the Tamron Hall show is going to have that Oprah effect, that journalistic effect. But now she's gone. She's leaving. And she irked a deal, a development deal, I believe, with ABC. So not only did Tamron Hall lose a big producer like Candie Carter, she also lose, as I said, Bill Geddie, who was the creator. This person created The View with Barbara Walters. And so it's just been back and forth with hosts. There's a new host. There's back and forth with producers. There's a new producer on Tamron Hall show, and I hope she lasts. And so I also kind of felt like there was this competition effect with her being on the rise and Kelly Clarkson's show being on the rise and kind of them having a competition. And Tamron Hall came out in a video talking about that as well. They are two different shows, but I'm just starting to feel, and I'm going to follow my gut like I follow my gut with Ellen DeGeneres. I'm starting to feel as if, based on the record of these producers leaving Tamron Hall, I'm starting to feel that maybe there is a sort of a behind the scene effect that we don't know about her, sort of like how Katie Couric is all of a sudden coming out with this book. But I've always felt like Katie Couric had that type of El Diablo, the little devil sparkle in her. I felt that. And I'm feeling that with Tamron Hall. No one is perfect, but that's just how I feel. I wish her the best. I wish someone that is a person of color the best, because it's very hard to enter any game, as a person of color, as an African-American, is very hard. I really don't think her show will be taken down. Like I said, she's under a big network. She's on her own Oprah Winfrey Network, and Oprah pretty much rules the industry. And so, I just wish her the best. I wish Candie Carter the best, and I wish Bill Geddie, who left the show many moons ago when it first started, the best as well. But when you have multiple big producers leave a show in the early stages of a talk show, because her show just started at season 3, then you got to question, okay, well, the host is probably the problem, right? But anyways, I want to hear your thoughts below. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please do subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. My car runs. It's just giving me problems. And, kudos to Tamron Hall for her show. It's successful. This industry is hard. People are a bunch of dicks, and they really, don't stick to their promises when they give you an opportunity. And so this opportunity that she has, and hopefully my opportunities in the future that I'm going to have, just keep on working and staying strong. Deuces. Yeah. I ain't do that in a while.